This encourages me in one thing. It lets me know that God's people are never on the bottom. Even when they're on the bottom, they ain't on the bottom of the bottom, they're on the top of the bottom. Even if for a little while you got to go through a tribulation or trial, it ain't going to be like you on the bottom of the, you at least get to be on top of the other folks that are on the bottom with you. I had a young lady in my church. I don't know if y'all have Section 8 out here. Y'all have Section 8? Section 8 is a federal funding program that helps people find houses if they can't afford it. We had a young lady in my house who was a single parent, couldn't afford, in my church rather, who had 2 kids, single parent, couldn't afford a decent house, was living in the projects. Her life was out of order. She needed someplace decent to raise her kids. She was in a 1-bedroom, was not big enough. She came to me, she said, Bishop, I need something bigger. She says, I'm going to apply for Section 8 today. I said, well, that's good. I hope, it'll help you as you're empowering yourself, paying off your debt, getting an education. This is a step you have to take. She says, well, yeah, but once you get on the list, it's about a 2.5-year list before they find some place for you. I said, no, it's a 2.5-year wait for other folks. Not for God's people. She said, well, what am I supposed to do? I said, write me a check. She said, what? I said, bless the man of God. Let me go get some McDonald's or something. I said, and when you go down there, tell them God said. Don't stop at the gate. Don't allow those people with their attitudes to demean you and talk to you like you're a second-class citizen or you're an animal that walks in there. You walk in there like you know you're somebody. Go get dressed up. Clean your kid's face off. Put some bows in her hair and walk down there like you're somebody. And walk right past everybody and go tell them that God said you're supposed to have a house. And she was silly enough to believe me. Got all dressed up, put everything, got her kids, torn it in half, walked right past all the lines of people, walked right past to the door where the head person who was in charge of everything was, and the other woman's hollering, you can't go in there, excuse me, ma'am, get to the back, take a number, you ain't in. She not open, just kicked down the door and just walked inside and said, God said I'm supposed to have a house today. That man looked at her and said, you're crazy. I'm calling the police. Get out of here. Right now, the woman came and got her with her 2 kids, walking her out of the building. She broke down now. She said, I knew I should have never believed that crazy bishop. See what happens when you... And she's all depressed. She's walking away. And as that door creaks back, a man stands up who is sitting behind the door, who is in charge of Section 8 for all of California. A backslidden Church of God in Christ preacher. Told her, bring her back here. They brought her back in. He said, when you said God said, I felt that all in my backslidden spirit. She walked out of there that day, and 4 days later, they had her in a 3-bedroom house with a pool and marble on the floor. I said, where do I sign up for Section 8? I'm the devil. Wait a minute now. I told a girl, just because you on the bottom don't mean you have to be on the bottom of the bottom. When you're God's people, never settle for the worst in any situation that you're at. Always try to find the vision that God gave you, and remember that God promised you something, and before it's all over, He will remember you also. It's hard when you look around at other folks and they bless and they get new cars and get new homes and being financial. You're asking God, when's my day coming? I'm tithing, I'm being faithful, I'm coming to church. When is my day coming? And sometimes it's hard when you feel like God forgets about you. But I'm here to tell you, God doesn't forget about anybody. Every person that's in His kingdom, He will remember. And when the time appointed comes to pass, He will bring you to the kingdom for such a time as this.